Hello everybody and welcome back for more Let's Play Super Mario Sunshine. In the last episode... fucking watermelons. Fucking don't never want to eat those again. Ugh. In this episode, we're going to go do the secret Shine Sprites here in Gelato Beach. So we're just going to finish the rest of it. So we're just going to do two of the secret Shine Sprites. And then after that, the undercoin mission. God. Holy shit. If I'm actually agreeing to do 100% of completion of this, then, you know, is it really going to hamper or damper my whole experience of this whole game? And, you know, just, especially just, you know, not want to consent to the replay values this game has. Am I really going to test to this? I don't think so. Ugh. Well, I mean, you know, it's kind of my fault, though, because, I mean, I am doing a Let's Play of this, but because of the fact that I am doing a Let's Play of this, and therefore, I have to do 100% completion on this. Otherwise, you know, maybe if I was streaming this, or, well, no. Actually, no, I think I'd still have to do it anyway. Or, at least for charity, then that would mean I had to do 100% completion on this game. But, you know, I guess if I was just playing this on my own leisure, I would just, you know, only get the required Shine Sprites and not worry about the rest, and I can still have fun with it. Because, I mean, that's what the whole game is in a nutshell. But, you know, you know, if I'm doing a Let's Play of this game, and therefore, because it's a Let's Play, that means I have to do 100% completion on this. I gotta show off everything, especially those who are using this as a guide. Fuck me. By the way, folks, you also saw there that, yeah, my life counter went down again as soon as I entered. Well, it's because, you know, this is my second attempt, and, you know, my first attempt I failed this one because I could not find that last goddamn red coin. I was going all over the place and wondering where that red coin was, and I was like, where the hell is that last red coin? I got 7 of those, and as soon as it was getting close to the time running out, that's what I saw right there under the archway of the sand formations. And so I ran out of time because I wasn't able to get out of time for it here. So I saw that right when it was close to my last breath. God damn it. It always has to happen like that. But yeah, there's actually one way to go do those red coin missions in this one. Only for that one secret area, though, so. And next up, there's another secret Shine Sprite for us, but thankfully, though, the next one's not gonna be too bad. I mean, you have to look for it for one thing. That's kind of the hard part, though. But there is it actually does involve one of those sand dunes. They just have to find and just check out every single one of them, and then you'll see that wall there. But yeah, we're gonna get to it. So. If you actually know where it is, though, then maybe it's not the hardest thing, though, but that just comes to a matter of having to look for it, especially for first-time players like this. Oh, yeah, I also didn't show this off here. So, whenever Mario does a dive bomb maneuver, and then if you continuously press the B button as he's sliding on the ground on his belly, then Mario can actually be able to immediately, you know, constantly jump forward and, you know, still get the speed like that. It's real fun to use, so. Another thing that, you know, that I really got to compliment Sunshine for is, you know, with the moves that Mario has as disposable, they are so fun to use. That's one thing that can be really fun about it here. So, anyway, so when you find that Doom Bunny here, and then it becomes it just becomes a staircase that forms. If you squirt on the wall here, then it actually makes this JPEG Shine Sprite on the wall up here, or the Shine Paint. It's taking me a few attempts for this because you're under a short time limit here because the sand will actually just go and recede back up, and then just go back to flat ground. So you probably might have to repeat this process a lot of times until you actually manage to make the whole Shine Sprite paint reveal itself, and then that's how you get your Shine Sprite. So that's all right here. I was trying to make the shortcut, but no, I wasn't able to go there because someone's too high to reach. So I decided to go take the long way around. But I'll just use this shortcut over here and just get that Shine Sprite that's all the way up to those center stairs here. Which actually it looks, I mean, it looks kind of nice here. It looks like one of those areas where, you know, where people can just host weddings. Hey, you know, good time with that one because I actually set it pretty close to Valentine's Day. So anyway, oh god, yeah, we're gonna do it here. Yes, folks, we're gonna do it. But we already did the Watermelon Festival. We're done with that goddamn. Ugh. Fuck! Ugh. Man. Ugh. You know, people will say that, you know, some games can be fun, though, and, you know, they can be right, though. But the mission itself, though, the Watermelon Festival, that is a complete opposite of fun. Yes, you heard me right. You think that this is absolutely fun here? No, I don't think so. Not only is it absolute slog to get through because I'm having to push the watermelon, but it's also dickish because of all these goddamn counterquacks you have to get in the way, and well, that in your way, at the very least. And of course, there's also the matter of make sure your watermelon doesn't pop, otherwise you have to do this all over again. Ugh. Fucking mission. Ugh. So yeah, that's section 1 part of it here. So yeah, again, it is definitely one of those optional Shine Sprites. So, you know, once you get done with Shadow Mario in this level, then you can just move on to the next and not have to worry about that mission. So it actually goes to show that, you know, you can actually just skip out on the most tedious parts about Sunshine and, you know, the worst parts about it, and you still have fun with it, though. But, you know, for the sake of a Let's Play and for the sake of having to do 100% completion, I had to torture myself and just have to do those godforsaken missions just for that. Every single one of them. I better get some fucking reward with this. Hey, you know, at the very least, hopefully I get some nice reward for it. Am I right? Yeah, let's hope I get some nice little sweet reward after all my efforts here. Okay, but anyways, let's see. Yeah, so now we're doing the 100 coin mission. So, yeah, that's actually the reason why I went for this episode. You want to do this in episode 8 because it's actually the best kind of mission to go for the 100 coin mission. So, one thing we also want to do is that you know, if you actually stun the red cataquacs and then you just jump on them, then you get a coin out of them though, but only one of them here. And then the next thing you can also do, you know, for what helps for this episode here is that yeah, you see these watermelons. If you actually pop them, then there'll be the coins. Not the red coins. I keep saying red coins because we keep doing this a lot, but that's what caused the coin to appear. And get out of the way! I don't want you here. Yeah, these guys are gonna keep on trying to get in your way. So you want to do this 10 times, and then you get a coin each. But then after the 10th coin, then they won't. The coins will no longer materialize. So so after that, then we can also do after that, after you get all the coins, that in that case, you actually just take the watermelon. Get the fuck out of the way, you goddamn ducks here. All right, so yeah, the next thing you want to do is that whenever you push the watermelons, that's actually not exactly the biggest watermelon, but you actually push the smaller watermelons. The Piazza that's hosting the Watermelon Festival, he's not going to be able to count that watermelon here, but he'll still reward you for participating at least. And yeah, and like I said, I'm just speeding this up because of how much of a drag it is here, but yeah, he'll say it's actually the wrong watermelon because of how small it is though, but he still gives you coins at the very least as a consolation prize, so that's actually what you want to do as well, is, you know, for the sake of getting more coins, that he'll give you a good number of coins too. For at least bringing in the watermelon, you know, for at least participating. So at least he's nice enough about it to just give those coins. That actually really helps too, just getting those coins, and they will scatter everywhere in the you know, in that gazebo right there, you know, within there. But they'll also go into the water, and they will disappear after a while. So you want to hurry and pick them up. And there's actually more coins under that dock too, but. One thing you want to watch out for is that, yeah, I can actually see I'm actually being careful for. Well, unless you decide to just take it anyway if you're going out of your way to collect those. There is a blue coin under there, so, you know, again, I mean, if you want to collect it, you know, if you're going to start collecting them, then, you know, you can. But I'm intentionally avoiding the blue coins because I still want to save those blue coins for last. Because, you know, the blue coins are going to be the very last thing to take care of. Yeah, because again... They're the worst part about Super Mario Sunshine, and therefore, I had to save the worst for last, so... Eventually, that's why I still can, though, but yeah, that's why I want to avoid getting that, the blue coin. And also, while I was recording this, I was also pretty agitated as well, because, you know, I kid you not, I made a few attempts for this here because of the fact that well, I guess I kept on fucking up quite a few times here, but, I ended up losing quite a bit of coins here. Oh, yes. Watch out for the bees here. Yes, the bees are out to get here because, you know, they have their hive right here, and, you know, they will try to sting you as well. And also, if you actually destroy their nest, then they will become pissed off and they will retaliate by relentlessly chasing after you, at least in this area. And I guess until you're far enough away from them to stop chasing you. At least I think so. But yeah, I know that I know this video is going to drag so much though because of the fact that I'm actually showing off all the 100 coins there. But at the same time, you know, since I'm actually doing this Let's Play in a more organized format, where, you know, I'm just getting the first 4 Shine Sprites in each level and then do the other half for another video, and then the last 3 I'm just going to do for for this video itself. Like, you know, just get the 2 of the secret shine sprites, and then the 3rd one's gonna be for the 100 coins. So, so that's actually what the plan is. Oh yes, and another thing to watch out for is that, you know, if you you know, if you want to get that Doom Bud to get the other coins, and you know, the Cataquacks will try to harass you. You know, sometimes they'll actually stay stunned for a while, but sometimes they will actually, you know, be stunned for a brief moment, and then they'll immediately get themselves back up on their feet to try to harass you again. So, yeah, that's also another inconvenience that I was trying to get to, but then he just immediately came to, and then tried to attack me again. So yeah, that's another thing, you know, another one of those pet peeve tropes you have to deal with is, you know, the red Cataquacks, you know, and since because of the fact that only the red ones will hurt you, unlike the blue ones, so that's something to watch out for. Also, I try to get this coin here too, but this motherfucker just kept getting in my way, and because of the fact that the coins disappear very quickly after you take the coin from them, then it just disappeared right then and there. So I wasn't able to get it all because of that asshole there. Yeah, thanks a lot. It's all your fault because I couldn't get that coin. And sometimes the coins can also clip right through the walls and render themselves impossible to actually pick up. So that way they're completely locked out from there. So that means you've lost your coin as soon as the coin will actually clip through the wall. And I don't know how that happened, but somehow there's a hidden palm tree if you actually I guess if you just squirt enough water on that solid ground, and then the palm tree will emerge from the ground too. There's not any hints whatsoever for how that ever happens though, but I mean, it just so happens, so well, there you go. There's also some more coins in the by this roof here inside this gazebo, but there's also the blue coin as well, and so I actually wanted to get those coins, but I also didn't want to get that blue coin just yet either, so I didn't really want to take any risks, and I also tried to do the double jump as well, but they were too high for Mario to reach, so I had to do some kind of a fancy maneuver, but that also made the risk of getting the blue coin itself. So I had to hold off of those because I just didn't want to take any risks. But again, if you're just going for those and you just want to simply go out of your way to say, you know, if you don't really care at all to get the blue coins, then, you know, by all means, you know, nothing's stopping you. I wouldn't stop you. But, you know, I'm purposely trying to avoid the blue coins in this playthrough at the very least, so, you know, just for the sake of getting things organized here and there for this Let's Play, so, you know, that's all there is to it. So anyways, yeah, that was all the points I get here, so, I think for this one, yeah, he tells you that this one's okay, but it's actually not the best thing, so, yeah, there's more coins for that matter as well, so, yay, more coins! Cool. But, yeah, yeah, I had to make so many of those attempts here for this here, because, you know, again, I said this before, and I'll say it again. The 100 coin missions, yeah, they make this so much worse than in Mario 64. I mean, that game's 100 coin mission was already a pain in the ass to begin with, especially in the later courses. Because, you know, how sometimes it could be scarce as well. But at the very least, you know, there's some benefits to them as well. Like, you know, the red coins just giving you 2 coins, and the blue coins themselves just giving you 5. But here in this game, nope, they removed all that here too, and so it's only the yellow coins count, and they only worth 1 each. Not only that though, but not all the missions are gonna have all of them, so only specific missions will have 100 of those. So that's how much worse they've ever gotten. So yeah, because of that, then yeah, it's why would they make it like that? That's like a major step backwards for this here, and in the most dickish way possible too. So, anyways, as we go along, let's see, I think, yeah, I guess that was basically all there was to say about, you know, all the missions I was writing about as well, and, you know, yeah. Although, one more thing I do want to bring up about the Watermelon Festival, the mission itself, is that, I know there are speedrunners that actually skip the watermelon entirely, and will actually clip through, getting through the Shine Sprite through the blender, but it takes a long time to do so, and you have to have that much skill to be able to pull this off. And because of the fact that I am not a speedrunner, and I also can't really do very much too, because, you know, it's going to be a huge waste of time doing that, and I don't want to do that to you guys, but then again, the mission itself is also a waste of time because of how much it drags too, especially just having to carry the watermelon all the way over to the gazebo. Yeah, that's, I don't know. And then also another thing, I also never had to mention this at all, and we've actually been seeing this since the first episode of this Let's Play, but I completely forgot to bring it up. It's actually about Princess Peach's hairstyle. So, whenever we, like after the cutscene, when you know Mario gets thrown in jail and is put on trial for a crime they never committed, you know, because of this whole kangaroo court, we actually saw that Princess Peach tied her hair up to a ponytail, and so yeah, it's actually the first time that we see Princess Peach having more than one hairstyle, you know, just having herself in a ponytail, which actually makes sense because of because of the whole tropical setting of Isle Delfino, and because of how hot it is, so she wants to make sure that she gets cool enough, and also just having her parasol with her to protect herself from the heat of the sun. And not only that though, but she actually does keep her hairstyle in a ponytail style for well, all throughout I would say most of the entirety of the GameCube era. There might be some exceptions though, like let's say Paper Mario 1000-Year Door. Although sometimes she'll have her hair up in a ponytail. Well, after you have her take a shower, of course, but during her interludes. But she'd always keep her hair down throughout that game too. But yeah, for pretty much all throughout the GameCube era, then she actually keeps her hair in a ponytail. And this pretty much ends in the Wii era. Well, at least starting with Super Mario Galaxy. With some exceptions, I believe, for for some of the sports titles in the on the Wii, and also in Mario Kart Wii as well. Well, then again, though, she still had this her ponytail on for Mario Kart Double Dash, and also in Mario Kart DS. So that stuff I can actually remember as well. But yeah, that was actually like mostly in the GameCube era when Peach actually keep her hair up in a ponytail. So so I guess maybe I don't know. I mean, she probably wouldn't need to, because she wouldn't be an Isle Delfino, but I'm guessing that might be just a marketing thing or something. I don't know. Don't quote me on that one, but that's just what I'm assuming, so. Alright, so that's all 100 coins, and so, yeah, again, I didn't want to risk getting that blue coin from the swing, so I just went for the last 4 coins on one of those palm trees. And there's our Shine Sprite, so, yeah, I've got to swim all the way over to that one spot there, but like I said, it is actually a lot better than how Mario 64 did it, because remember, in Mario 64, after you get all 100 coins, the Power Star will appear immediately above Mario's head, which means that it could potentially happen in some of the worst places where it becomes impossible to actually get the Power Star. So that's why, Sunshine actually changed all that to where, the Shine Sprite will actually go land on one specific spot. And I know it can be a pain in the ass to have to go all the way over, but I can at least appreciate it that much for, at least being able to get the Shine Sprite where it's not possible. So that's something I can appreciate it for at the very least. So I'll take it any day. So, all right, folks. So we are now officially done with Gelato Beach for now. And I say for now because we'll go back to it for the blue coins. So next time on Let's Play Super Mario Sunshine, we're going to go ahead and see see about Princess Peach's kidnapping again. And yeah, so until then, I'll see you guys later.